think all of us sometimes face moments when we feel alone or disconnected, and perhaps today more than at any other time. Because even though our world seems like it's growing smaller in many ways through technology, through social media, and the devices which we all carry with us, we are also in many ways feeling like we're growing more disconnected. But tonight I want to talk about an example of courage, the power of connection, and the value of community, all of which can help to bring us closer to ourselves and to each other. In 1976, a middle-aged man living in New York City realized he was growing old before his time. He was out of shape, and it occurred to him that he'd better do something about it. So he resolved later that year to enter the New York City Marathon. His name was Dick Traum, and he was an amputee. And at first, he could only run a short distance, but gradually he increased the length of his running over the months, and later that year would become the first person ever to complete the New York City Marathon wearing a prosthetic leg. And Dick realized that if, as an amputee runner, he could undertake something so monumental, that other people could do the same. And so after his marathon, he would encourage numerous individuals of all abilities to adopt a physically active lifestyle and take on challenges they would never have otherwise thought possible. And eventually in 1983, Dick founded Achilles International, which is an organization which today has chapters in over 70 countries around the world. Its mandate is to empower people with all different disabilities to participate in mainstream running races to promote personal achievement. People with disabilities are very often sidelined or excluded from physical activity. But Dick Traum demonstrated to the world that with the right support and encouragement, an active lifestyle could be for everybody. In 2010, we created a chapter of Achilles International here in Ottawa, and I've seen firsthand over the years the transformational benefit that our community of support, which is built on participation of runners with a visual impairment, as well as local volunteer guide runners, has had in encouraging runners who are blind or visually impaired to experience the sport of running. And in addition to weekly group runs as well as social gatherings, our runners have participated in local road races, most notably the Ottawa Race Weekend as well as the Army Run. And also we've traveled to races in Quebec City as well as the Achilles International Hope and Possibility Race in New York City, birthplace of the Achilles movement that Dick Traum helped to animate so many years ago. And Dick knew that it takes strength and determination to make it to the start line of a race, and that it takes courage to run across it, and particularly so for a person with a disability. And what makes this a possibility for our Achilles runners with visual impairment here in Ottawa is the guide runners who say yes to guiding each time, and who give up their Sunday mornings to come to guide run, rain or shine. And I think each of us has the capacity to be a guide runner in a metaphorical sense by helping those around us to tap into their own courage. We can each create powerful ripple effects simply by helping where we can. And the value in doing so is tangible, concrete, and real. Life is not perfect, but generosity, optimism, and empathy are really powerful states of mind that extend far beyond the immediacy of the space we occupy. I believe each of us can nurture seeds of hope and possibility like Dick Traum did. And by encouraging others and believing in their possibility and in their potential, I believe we can each participate in cultivating a better world. Thank you.